morning, Frey. Here are the notes on the Tirana I promised you.
Look, about our deal. Your dad's journals all got burnt up in the guild when we escaped.
It's fine. Frey, you brought him back. That's far more important. That is more than I could ever have hoped for. Here.
Thank you. So, where can I find Scylla?
You should visit the archives in Upper Sepul. You'll be able to find out more about her there.
The archives. Got it.
Alden, sorry to bother you, but I just saw your father wandering off.
Forgive me, Frey. I need to go and find him.
Right. Off to the archives we go.
I am kind of worried about Bob, though. He is my ticket out of here.
Do what you want. But remember, we have a Tunter to defeat.
You're Frey, aren't you? The one who used her amazing powers to drive back the monsters. I'm Pilo. Can't believe I'm talking to the hero who saved the city.
I'm not a hero. Not now, never will be. Did you want something?
Just wondering if there's anything I can do. I don't know, I could... Hey, I could show you around town. You haven't been here long, right?
A guided tour, what an excellent idea. Certainly couldn't hurt to get the lay of the
No,
land.
thanks, but I'm not in the mood.
Oh, don't say that! Look, I'll be waiting for you, all right? When you're ready, just let me know. Decided to take me up on my offer?
Maybe some other time.
I'll be waiting. Just let me know when you're ready.
Greetings.
Can't stop thinking where Bob might have gotten to. A cat. I'm so glad they have cats in Athia, too. Where is it going?
Well, are you going after it?
What'd you want us to find here? You let me here on purpose, didn't you? You're not afraid of me, huh? You're not afraid of me, huh?
Let's stop this at once.
Sounds like trouble.
Yo, what's going on here?
The Robian's trying to desecrate a lovely old ballow tree. He's, got himself a mite worked up. You blue and the bloomers too! We've tried explaining to him that he can't just run amok in the grove like this. That there is our last ballow.
All right, just cut him some slack, okay? He's been living in the break for the past 20 years. He's just taking some time to adjust. He'll be back to himself soon.
You keep telling yourself that.
Father! Father! It's Odin.
Odin. Odin. My dear girl. What are you doing here? I was supposed to see you there. I cannot see you there if you are here.
It's all right. I will take you there, and we will be there together. Apologies.
Be a good man, Sir Robian, and hand it over.
Please, Father, give it to them. Please. Thank you. We'll take it from here.
Just make sure that he doesn't.
He won't. You have my word.
Oh, Odin. I'm such a fool.
You are no fool. I believe in you. I told them you wouldn't harm the tree, but I never said that I wouldn't. Now is our chance.
Once again, breaking the law.
I don't do it proudly. But all I do is for Athia. And if my father believes this could help, then I believe it too.
Hey, Bob.
Strange young girl from another world.
Yeah. I, have your notes on the portals. The Tirana?
Ooh my, he's much worse than I believed.
Forgive me. My mind's a little wibbly-wobbly, wobbly-wibbly.
Voosh?
Huh? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yes, Voosh! I need to Voosh back home, where I came from, after I killed this crazy lady. If I survive.
You will.
I will go back home, or I will kill the crazy lady.
One or the other. Maybe both, maybe neither. Who's to know?
Sounds promising.
Yes. Yes, yes, I promise. I will work on making you whoosh. You have my word.
Terrific. The word of a senile old has-been. Ironclad.
Great.
What am I doing in the grove?
Let's get you home.
Audie!
Yes. Come on.
Catch you guys later. Hey, Cuff. Speaking of Bob, how come he didn't turn into a zombie? He came right through the break with us.
I'd say he was mostly break zombie already, wouldn't you?
Strange how Auden seems to love Bob so much.
Strange. Why?
Well, I don't exactly think the world of my parents. I guess being left on your own for years doesn't hit everybody the same way.
But why should it? Humans are horrendously complex creatures, after all.
Olivia. I hardly knew the kid, but she just stuck with me. She had fire.
And now it's been extinguished. Somebody has to pay. Let us proceed to the archives, then.
It's in the upper city, right? What's with this weird tree?
Interestingly, I don't think it looks like that because of the break.
This blue glow. What's that about?
The essence of life distilled, if some are to be believed.
You! You there!
It's about Cerobian. Actually, it's about everything. The city, too. We owe you our thanks. Had you not been here, who knows how many more would have suffered?
I could have done more.
Please. I know you are in pain, but you must not lose heart. The bard at the square, Wallace. Do you know him? He may be a frivolous, nonsensical sort of person, but his talent is undeniable. Perhaps a tune might do you good. Truly, his music has the power to soothe the soul.
Wait, you're not telling me she's... Really? That foppish nonsense?
No, of course not. My feelings are not... I mean, of course never mind. His music gives me a certain courage, that's all. A sense that it may not be altogether foolish to hope for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow, I guess I'll have to listen harder.
You plan to face Tantasila, do you not? Those of my line have long been her most faithful protectors. Though such a legacy is no longer one to speak of with pride. Take care. She is not to be trifled with.
The dutiful sword maiden and the foppish bard, eh? What a pair.
Yeah, it's like the plot of a corny romance novel.
Might I suggest learning a little more about Sila before we depart?
Kinda weird that they let us through without any hassle.
They're probably all petrified of you after seeing what you did.
Goodness.
So these are the archives.
Catch!
Whoa! What is this? And who are you?
I'm the archivist. Auden told me you were clever. How do you not know what a book is?
No, I know what a book is. You don't look like an archivist.
You don't look like a hero.
That's because I'm not.
I used to be a blacksmith before. Built weapons for the very woman that raided our city. She and I were quite close. She trusted me, and I trusted her.
Sorry.
No matter, it was another time. She was another woman, as was I. Keep up!
Is everybody in this town batshit crazy? Okay, so how do you go from a blacksmith to a librarian?
Archivist! And a smart woman knows when to shift her purpose for the needs of her people. Catch!
What is this?
It's the floor plan of Silas Castle.
What are you, my fairy godmother?
Name's Johidi. You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sila.
Well, the name's Frey, and it sounds like you don't think I'm up to the task.
Tanta Sila is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. She controlled the army, crushing the weak, even without the weapons that I forged for her. Crushing them with her bare hands.
I'm beginning to have second thoughts about this.
This batty old Harridan needs to shut her mouth.
You would be doing our land a great service by killing her. Rid us of Tanta Sila, and the corruption in her realm will stop spreading. But no. I doubt you'll actually succeed. Before you go, I would suggest that you learn all that you can about the Tantas. The archives, full of books about them.
Definitely not my fairy godmother. So they used to rule Athia, and people used to like them.
Yes, although you'd never guess that now.
You're here to read, you say? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just no one in Sipal has any interest in books these days. You're here to read, you say? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just no one in Sipal has any interest in books these days.
Can't say I envy these people. Their rulers did some super fucked up shit.
I doubt many of them would disagree.
Wait, it was the Tantas who caused the break? What the hell happened to them?
I think more than a few of their former subjects came to wonder the same thing.
Let's see. A study of miracles.
appears to be an in-depth analysis of what makes the Tanta's magic so powerful. I wonder if you might learn something from it. Pick up some tips and tricks for your own magic, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. I could use the help.
You're here to read, you say? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just no one in Sepal has any interest in books these days.
Messages left by the first ever Tanta. Interesting.
I'd quite like to get my hands on an ancient relic or two, personally.
Wouldn't hurt to learn more about the Tantas either. Guess we could keep an eye out.
So, the Tantas had superpowers that they used to keep Athia safe. And the people loved them for it. Worshipped them, even. But then something changed. Instead of protecting the people, they started making them suffer. And then the break appeared.
An admirably pithy précis.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why would they just go crazy like that? That's enough for now. Think I'm pretty clued up on the Tanta basics.
Then I suggest we depart.
Buildings here are something else.
Yes. I believe it's where the great and the good of Sepalian society live.
You're not really going after Tanta Sila, are you? Suppose it's better than you loitering around town any longer. You're not really going after Tanta Sila, are you? Suppose it's better than you loitering around town any longer.
Anything else you need to do before we leave? Hurry up if you're still not done with what you need to do here.
Look at him. He looks like he's standing guard.
That, or he's still petrified after everything that's happened.
Yeah, I guess they do have a pretty keen sense of danger, don't they?
I doubt there are many places for criminals.
You're young Olivia's friend. Elif, this is the girl Olivia was talking about.
The amazing girl?
Oh, come on. I wouldn't go that far.
Olivia used to look after my Elif a lot, you know. But I never heard her talk about another grown-up like she did you. You must have been very special to her.
You think so?
And she was special to you too, I imagine. Ha! She was forever stealing things, and she never listened to anyone. But then, I suppose that's what made her such a little character. And such a handful.
She was just doing what she needed to survive.
Something tells me you know a little bit about that yourself.
Guess you could say that. We were even more alike than I realized.
Tanta Sila was a mighty warrior. I'd watch yourself out there if I were you.
Miss!
Huh?
My friend told me you have a strange glowing object you keep in your pocket.
An Oh, you mean this?
What is that?
It's called a smartphone. How do I put this? It's like a thing that lets you talk to people far away, or turn what you see into pictures.
Whoa! Does that mean it could turn what you see into pictures of outside support?
Yeah, I guess.
I've only seen drawings of the outside in books. Could you bring us pictures?
I don't see why not. Just don't expect too much, okay? I'm not a great photographer.
I don't know what that is, but thank you! I'm so excited!
Okay, so maybe not worth crap. Not really a big camera person, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure they'd be delighted with anything you show them. It's not like they have much else to look forward to. Perhaps it wouldn't be so bad to stop by on occasion, lend them a little cheer.
You're right. It won't cost me much, and I bet it would mean a lot to them.
The next stage of the plan will require the townspeople to be evacuated to a suitable... You? What are you still doing in Sepal? You will not escape Tanta Sila's wrath, you know. Her enemies receive no quarter. None.
Is she from Praenost? Seems rather keen on Sila.
Maybe she can tell us more about her.
She is the Tanta of Strength, blessed with the power to fortify both mind and body.
That sounds tricky to deal with.
And her gifts do not end there. She is a leader under whose unflinching discipline whole armies cower. Her mere presence on the battlefield is enough to strike terror into the hearts of her enemies.
Okay, I get it. She's one stone-cold, badass bitch.
You trespassed upon her realm. You are a threat, and as such, are not to be tolerated.
Just because I walked over some imaginary line? Shit, should have brought a passport.
There is no just when it comes to trespass on sacred ground, girl. Especially not when the ground in question belongs to one so powerful. It was your fault the city was attacked. Tanta Sila wished only to drive out the threat.
And she clearly wasn't the only one.
She was hard on others, but no harder than she was on herself. Beneath that stern exterior lies a warmer heart. Her desire to protect the people of Athia. This is what drives her.
Protect? Is that what you call smashing shit up and killing people?
What use is there in talking to one as corrupted as you?
Sorry I asked. Why do I even care who she is or who she used to be? She killed Olivia. That's all that matters.
As long as you remain, the city remains in danger. Tanta Sila may yet be forced to destroy us all. You must go to her and be punished for your crimes.
Oh, I'll go to her, all right. And when I find her, she's dead.
I can't wait to see what the rest of Athia looks like.
I wonder what you'll show us.
I can't wait to see what the rest of Athia looks like.
I wonder what you'll show us.
Are you ready then?
Yeah. Time to go kill that bitch.
Journey ahead of us. I suggest we make our way to the fortress first. It's not too far from the castle.
You really do know everything, don't you?
No, I simply happen to have looked at the map.
What the fuck is down there?
Somewhere a little more dangerous than...
This'll be a good one. Nice.
Passable.
Right in the sweet spot. Whoa.
There's no one around. Did you do something to annoy...
What didn't I do?
Get out of the way. Open your eyes.
Believe me, I would if I could.
I think it's time you got some rest, don't you? I wonder if there's anybody here.
Shut up, you're freaking me out. There was a battle here.
Looks more like a massacre to me.
You're fucking kidding!
Well, don't just stand there.
Damn! Yeah. All right. I put in some serious work there.
It was an acceptable effort, yes.
Wow, motivational gold. Ooh, gross. Huh?
Let's see. What do we got here?
Might as well pocket this. Get out of here, now!
Indeed.
Uh-oh! We got this! Gotcha. Gotcha!
The advantage is ours.
I got just the thing. Hey, Cuff. So, how come you came to Athia back whenever that was?
What do you mean?
You said you came here from somewhere else, right? How come?
I suppose you could say I was sent here as a messenger. But by the time I arrived, things between the Taunters had deteriorated to the point where they had no desire to listen. They didn't want to hear what I had to say, so they silenced me.
Damn. So they turned you into a cuff? That sucked. What do you think made the Taunters go mad?
If I remember correctly, dissension grew between them. It led to a power struggle. A rift opened up. A rift from which the corruption grew. Where once they worked in perfect harmony, now they stand divided. They retreated to the safety of their kingdoms, and the break soon spread in their wake.
So did the break cause the madness, or the other way around?
It all seems to have happened at around the same time. What's so special about this New York of yours, then?
Central Park in the fall. Oh, and Kanish.
Kanish?
Potato pockets of toasty heaven. My troubles seem to disappear for the 3 to 5 minutes it takes for me to demolish one.
You paint such a vivid picture.
Let's see. What do we got here?
Huh. Right on the money. Ready for this? All right, let's do this. Huh. What's this?
Are you going to read something?